Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wise Sun Show with me, Joe. So today we're going to be asking these hard questions that nobody's asking about, that linger every heart of a living creature. Hard questions, and we need to look at them. We need to face them because at the end of the day, they define the way we live. They define the way we speak. They define why we wake up every morning. These questions are legal questions, moral questions, questions that are going to help you with your life. And so the first question you should ask yourself is this: who are you? Okay? Who are you? The second question is this: why are you here? Why are you here? Where did you come from? What were you born to do? What can you do? Where do you fit? Why are you different? What is your potential? Where are you going with life? Why did you come to the planet? Okay? Why? What's the reason of your being? Why were you born? What's the real factual reason of your existence? Why were you born a man? And why were you born a woman? Why were you born with a female body, therefore a female? And why were you born with male's body and therefore a male? Why? Why were you born at this era of time? Why not at the 18th century or 16th century? Or maybe 200 years ago or 300 years ago? Why were you born at this era? Why only in this? You see, ladies and gentlemen, there must have been a reason of your birth. There must have been a reason. You cannot exist without a reason. You left the all-wise creator's factory for a purpose. You know? And therefore there must have been a reason of your birth. There must have been a reason for your being a male or a female. There must have been a reason why you are in existence today. No doubt about it. But what's the reason? What's the reason of your being? You can exist yet not live. If you're not able to trace back to the reason why you were born, everything will never fall in place. You understand that? Yeah, and these are the questions that we need to face no matter how hard they are. They determine how we live our lives. They determine what we do with our lives. They determine where we go. They are legal questions that we need to ask. Why were you born? For instance, why were you born? You're not a product of accident, You didn't come to being just for that sake. You're not a product of two people coming together and making babies. I don't believe it is. There must have been a greater reason than that. Greater reason that caused God to bring you to earth. There must have been something he had in mind for you. You're not a mess. You cannot become a mess. You cannot be a mess. You cannot be a failure. There must have been a reason of why you were born. You see? There must have been a reason why you were existing at this particular time. There must have been a reason why you were not born in the 19th century, maybe 1900, 1850s. There's a reason why you're alive today. You see, there is a reason why. There is a reason why. And your work is to find out that reason. You see, whatever else you're going to do will never fulfill you if you don't live the life you were meant to live. If you don't live up to the class or vision or purpose of why you were born. You see the mistake of majority of people is that they want social media to define for them why they were born. You're looking for validation of your existence in your fellow creatures. You're looking for validation of why you are from inferior things and people. And by virtue of doing that, you miss it all. You need to understand two things. You cannot seek identification from things or from people and they never brought you here. You see? Your purpose can only come from the one who brought you here. The reason of your existence can only be traced at the heart of the one in whom and in whose mind you existed even before you were made. You see? Your life has been calculated by a superior being. Your existence has been calculated and measured by a superior being. And therefore, you cannot become a mess. And therefore, you are not a mess. Your identity and your definition can only come from the one who wrote your story, even before you were born. You see that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to take any definition of your life from social media or from people. Okay? Uh-huh. You don't want to do that. You don't want to become somebody in somebody else's eyes who you really are not. You don't want to seek satisfaction and fulfillment from trying to fit in, you see. And therefore, these questions, we're going to face them no matter how hard they are, no matter how difficult they may seem to be. We have to face them. We have to find out why we were born. We have to find out the reason why we are existing at this particular time. We have to find out the reason why we were born male and others female. We have to determine the reason why I was not born in a certain place, in a particular place, geographically speaking. Why some were born in Africa, others in Europe, others in Asia, north, south, east, west. There must have been a reason why we are different. There must have been a reason why everybody is unique in their own respects. There must have been a reason why we are not the same. There must have been a reason why we came into this world. There must have been a reason why. And I'm going to be assisting you to just find out the why reason of your existence. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to the next one. We're going to be looking at these questions. Thank you. And if you haven't already, please like, sub, and share. Thank you. See you later.